Yeah. Will begin. We are in fact in the first and second chapter, both together we are dealing with that. And we have gone through the operating system, chapter number 1, right? System boot, right? Different services offered as a process, memory management, storage, protection, security. Is that they're all introductory things, right? In fourth semester, you will study deep into that, but anyhow, some more deep, we will little bit go to that. And second chapter, right? Few commands we have seen it, and system calls, right? We are going through. Okay, get PID, get parent PID, fork, all these things we have seen it, and we'll continue to see that one. Today we will see about the exec system call, and we'll see how to run a program from another program, right? This is what this is going to help you for the your laboratory exercise also, right? Laboratory assignment in Google Class, if you look at that, have postponed all the deadlines, right? All deadlines are 30th September. Please, okay, look into that, so that when you come back here on 1st of October, okay, all these things should be ready here, soft copy submitted. Now today we will get into, okay, the uh, exec system call. We'll see that uh, in learning material program sections, you'll find this, right? Exec command line, okay, execution. Let's see this one, what exactly, okay, we all speak about that. Ashish, is it visible to you, the program? Ashish, program is visible to you? Anybody? Himarashmi?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's good. That's good. Okay, mute. Immediately you respond to my question so that I feel that things are going live, right? So any program that you submit, I wanted a comment from you all people. It should go in the form of an author, USN number, class division, problem statement, complete theory, the principles of that particular concept you need to write about this here as a synopsis that you see in the manual, right? Then program listing, line numbers are seen. You write it in Unix, right? Print as a PDF and take that PDF along with the line number, everything you get it. So now let's look into today's things here. You have include stdio.h, you know about the standard input output, right? You have include, okay, unistd, okay, this .h. Why this is required, we will see it when we run the program. Now, the first printf statement here, whatever that we write is, I think rather than this, I'll get into the Unix directly so that I can do the marking there, right? Yeah, same program. Now look at that. Okay, we are using ARGC, ARGV. Probably by this time you might have gone through all these things, but we are not using it here. But still you need to continue writing this, right? Then the first statement printf, it speaks about, right, the message, the another program will be executed now. All right, it's just a message. Now what is that you're doing? This program will execute another program. So for that, we are using the system called execl. There are different variations of this, right? Exec, execl, execp, right? There are many things that we need to get into. So this takes, right, 3 parameters. Please look into that. The first one is a complete path, and path ends with the name of the file, the complete path of a given file starting from the root, right? So name of the file is 0-test, right? It is there in the directory, okay, C Unix UPK 27 2017-18. This is on the desktop, right? This is in SDMCT, okay, this is in the home, right? This is the root. From that, this is a complete path of this. How do you get the path of this? Now, let's get into that. See, in a command prompt, you type pwd, print working directory. So you get a particular path here, right? Now look at that CD, right? You go to the previous, okay, path. If you look at that, one inner room to the outer room to the outer room, like this. Now when you go to the CD, change directory, right? You go to the back, right? So you are here, right? Ubuntu, right? Now look at that. I want to get into the that directory where program are stored. Cd desktop, right? Then cd my directory on the desktop, c Unix upk 2017-18, right? 18. Now this is the folder that I got it. So this is the path. Now if I want to know the path current, okay, I mean print working directory, right? It gives a path from the root, right? This is what you can see, the complete path, okay, of this particular folder. Within this, a program, okay, zero test. I'll show you, okay, where all things are there here, right? Now look at that. Okay, on the desktop, I got a folder called C++ UPK, C Unix UPK 2017-18. When I click here, right, you'll find that zero test. Okay, this is okay, similar to a.out. This is available. Now what I'll do is there is another program called 6exec command line .c. From this program, I'll execute this program, right? But what is this zero test? Let's see that one. What exactly, right? Okay, I'll execute this zero test, right? It says that this is my first program, this is my first program. But what is that program is? Okay, you all people know about this. I'll open this in editor, right? I'm printing two lines. This is my first program, right? But I don't run this, okay, independently, like what I'm showing here, zero test does. So now I'll run it independently, okay, at the command prompt. But I'll be running this from the another program. How to do that? Let's look into sixth program, which is available. What is that I'm doing is execl. This is the system call. I want to run zero test. This is the executable, similar to your a.out. But where is this? It's a location. You have to, okay, write it right here completely. This is called path, right? This is called path, right? Then it is in the double quote. That is the first parameter of execl. Then second parameter is the name of the executable file itself. It is required. A path ends with the name of the executable file, and separately you have to give the name of the executable file. Then comma, then this is by default, it is the standard. So when you pass a command line arguments, right, in that exercise, you might have seen that this will go as last parameter, a null character. A null character, okay, is like this. Please try to study what is this. Zero. You typecast it to character, right? So pointer to the character. That's how you get a null character here, right? This, right. So this is, okay, command will execute zero.test. What happens here? So when you, okay, this particular program, line number 1 to 40, 50, whatever you see, this is, okay, loaded in the memory. Right? When you run another program, this entire thing, the executable, whatever that is being loaded, removed, and zero test that, okay, is loaded in the memory. So tomorrow in the next class, laboratory, day after tomorrow, tomorrow is a holiday, no classes, right? Thus, day after tomorrow in the laboratory, we'll see that what is the layout of a memory, right? For a given C program, we will see it. So this zero.test is occupied, it occupies the memory of this current program, right? Then this program, whatever I'm talking, this is no longer is there in the memory. So that's why to test it whether it is so or not, I added one more printf. This line is not executed at all because this entire program is not there at all, is being replaced by zero test. That's why I've written a comment here. The program test will be loaded, zero test, sorry, it is not test, it is zero test, will be loaded into the memory space where this program was. Test, okay, zero test will not return, and also this program does not exist in the memory. What is this program? This program is what I'm talking about, line number, these all these things. All this is called this program. This is called calling program, right? A called program is zero test. So zero test will replace the current program, and zero test will start executing that one, right? And if you enter wrong file name, it gives an error. We'll see all these things. So shall we run this program and check that one? Will it be all right? Himarashmi, Ashish, shall we run this program?
Yes, sir.
That's good, right? Now let's look into that. First, okay, I will execute zero test, or let me compile it. CC minus O zero test. I'm giving name zero test. What is the name of the C program? Zero, right? Test dot C. Hey, I entered wrong things. Yeah, see, look that it is not O, it is a zero. Zero test dot C. Program executed, right? The zero test executable file created. Now I will run that independently, right? Look here. So it is displaying this is my first program, this is my first program for demonstration purpose. Now I don't want to run like this. I want to run from, okay,
Sir,
the program, another program, sixth program where
hello, sir.
execl is being used. Tell me.
Sir, some students are waiting.
Okay. Um, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Now, okay, I will compile the another program which you are seeing in the backdrop, right? Thus, right? And using this zero okay, dash test program will be run, right? Let's me compile this CC, right? I don't use now executable file minus, so I don't use it. I use a dot out only, right? What's the name of the file here? 6 EXEC, look at that capital letter C, MD, look at the capital letter LINE, the way you are named it. That's. Now here it will generate A dot out, right? So I'll run this. Now A dot out is there. I'll run A dot out. Now look at that. Then another program will run, will be executed, right? Now look at this. This is the, on the top of this black window, whatever you see, okay, that has appeared. Then after that, look at the next line, execl. Okay, it will execute 0 dash test. What is 0 dash test? It says that this is my first program, this is my first program. That's all. And you might have observed that this particular line, printf, this line is not executed because it is not there in the memory at all, because this program has been replaced by 0 dash test. In the memory, it is no longer available. A new program will occupy. Then the question is, what is memory? What all the things are being stored in that? Hope that is a curiosity, that we will see it in the, okay, day after tomorrow, right? Is this okay for you people? Any question at this stage, so that you can, right, do the assignments? Any question from the student group through chat room? I want Himarashmi and Ashish to, sorry, Manoj to read their queries from the chat box and let me know so that I can answer. Himarashmi, any question from the
No,
chat?
sir, nothing yet.
Did you people understood this one?
Yes, sir.
What,
Right.
sir, what's that car star represents, sir?
What is that? Which one? Yeah,
Car star, sir.
yeah. This represents a null character. This represents a null character. You can Google it. And why this is required? This is the standard, right? For example, now look at that. Okay, if you don't know anything, what you have to do is simply man, right? EXECL. There are many variations. Huh? EXEC, EXECP, EXECL. There are many things. Just get into that. EXECL, EXELP, EXECLE, EXECVE. There are many ways in which it can be used. Now this needs library. Thus, got it, right? Now it says that what all the different parameters. I am using EXECL, right? Thus, right? You have an argument. But what is the argument? The argument should end with null character as per the POSIX standard, right? Probably somewhere it might have been written here. We will see it if it is written. Look at that. The a list of one or more to pointers to null terminated string that represent the argument list. Okay, that string to be null represent terminated. Right, this thing. Then any other thing? Look at that. List of argument must be terminated by null pointer. Okay, since these are the variable uh, functions. Okay, this. Now look at that. This pointer must cast to, okay, character star null or 0. Are you getting this? So this is the requirement. It should end with a null character, right? And somewhere you might have seen that I'll show you, conforms to what is called POSIX standard. POSIX standard expect that one all command line arguments should end with null character, right? Did I answer to your question? Sometimes little bit of, okay, Google, you search, you need to do it and get into that. Okay, by standard it should end with null character. You are typecasting. The 0, when you typecast it, pointed to the character. All are pointers, right? Pointed to the null character. You are typecasting it, right? This. So, any question at this stage? Okay, Manoj, Himarashmi.
Sir, Sunidhi has asked, how will we come to know the path of the program so that we can write in the execute function?
Okay, that's what I was telling here, right? This is the directory in which I am working. This is the directory in which working. That I want to know the, see for example, ls minus l 0 test. It is there in the current directory. This is there, no 0 test. Can you see this one? Can you see this? Himarashmi? Himarashmi, can you see
Yes,
that?
sir.
Oh, that's great. Now I want to know, this is my room. Assume that this is my room in my house. But where is my room? Each one of you, probably in your home, you may have your own separate room. But where is that room? That is called working directory. So I'll say pwd. I want to know where is this zero dash test is there, in which room. It gives me current, I mean, this gives me complete path of that. Okay, now here I'll read one by one. This is the root directory. From that home, from that SDMCT. SDMCT is a user, home. Within that desktop, within that my folder created, this, right? In this folder, the zero dash test is there. This is how you will try to know the path. And simply what you can do is select this, okay, on this, right click it, copy it, and take wherever you wanted. Now look at that, since I am using a VMware, okay, directly I'll go to where, right? See here, right? This is the my window environment, right? See here, I want to paste it. What I'll do is, right, Control V, the path has come, right? When you install VMware, okay, on any virtual machine, right? It's called virtual because underlying operating system is window. On the top of that, right, we are running the Unix operating system, right? That's, so I get it, right? I get the path. This is the path, right? Copy it, and for that, okay, here, this is the path. You saw that. See here, you saw this until this. Within that zero test, so you will be adding this. Himarashmi, did I answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. It is better sometimes you keep on playing with that. For example, I'll minimize this. I'll minimize this also. This is my desktop. I want to create one more folder, right? Create a new folder. Dummy. I'll create dummy, right? Now what I do is I'm right now in what? On the desktop, look at that. Unix C. I'll go back. CD dot dot. Now I'm on the desktop. You can see, okay, before dollar prompt, I'll say print working directory. Now it gives up to desktop. Now I'll go to dummy. Okay, change directory to, right, dummy. Okay, thus, what is that? Sorry, CD, dummy, D capital. Now I'm in dummy, right? You can see that, no? So you can see dummy, I'm in the, how to get the path of this print working directory, PWD. So look at that. This is the path of dummy. Now in that, what I'll do is I'll create one file, right? Here I'll create one new document, empty document. I'll say, okay, I'll rename it. Okay, rename upk.c, right? I'll open this. upk.c, I'll open this, right? I'll simply copy something, right? Or zero test.c, I'll take this. Zero test.c, I'll take it. I'll simply copy. You can copy this. Now upk.c, I'll paste it and I will save this, right? Now, okay, I'll close this. I'll close all. Close without saving, right? I don't want to save it, right? Now see here, right? Here is a file that is available. Got it. Now look into that folder. See, I'll say ls minus l. It will list the content of the entire directory. In the dummy, now it is dummy. ls minus l, upk.c is there. This file is there, right? So I want print working directory. PWD is this, right? So did I answer your question? Now I'll change my directory CD. I'll go back, then CD, right? C Unix UPK 2017-18. This is my folder. Now I'll say PWD. It will give another thing. So try to play with all these things. Now ls minus l, I'll say 0 test.c. In that I've kept it. So it will give me that details. If I give ls minus l, all files in that, you can see all the things. These are the different programs. I've kept it there, right? So is that clear? I'll close this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now dummy folder is there here. C Unix this, Java folder, right? There are many things. Python folder, right? Parallel processing related to folders. Okay, file work is there here. There are so many things, right? So now, right, I've demonstrated to you. About, okay, this particular thing which already I have uploaded in my Google class. You please try, right? Please try this. Any question at this stage? And this is the kind of file you need to submit it. A line number for everything, then author, USN number, class division, problem statement, complete theory to be written here. Then program test case 1, sample input output. Compile it, run it, what is output? Test case 2. So invalid executable file. Oh, this I need to demonstrate to you. Wait, I'll show you. I'll go to this, right? Command line, okay, this one argument, in that. See, now into that 0 test. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll remove 0. Wrong file name which doesn't exist. I'll pass it. Now look into that. Right? I'm in the same folder. CC. Okay. Minus O. I will not type it. I want generate a.out. Or minus O. UPK is the name of executable file. Then name of the source file C exec cmd line.c. Right? See, it compiles. Now I'll try to run UPK. This is the name of executable file I have given, but it's a wrong naming. Right? Now through this, I'm making an attempt to run what? Which file? Right? Which executable file? Test. Test is not there at all. Hope test is not there. Hey, test also I have kept it. Right? Test also it is there. Okay, 1 minute. I'll go to program here. I'll write test 113. Test 113, which is not there. Right? I'll say this. I'll go to this. Okay, I'll compile. Right? Every time change you do, save it, compile. Right? Then UPK, I'll run this. Another program will be executed now. Okay, this is a line. This line is not executed. Now look at that. Okay, what is happening? Right? Another program will be executed, that will be printed here. Right? Exec, it makes an attempt to run this, but it doesn't. That is not there at all. So it has returned a value, but returned value are not captured here. Here I should have captured something like x equal to something and declare it here int x. Probably it will return integer value. Then based on that, I should have taken some action. So when this program is not executed at all, right, it will go to the next one. So that's why you got the next line. This line is not executed, that will appear. It is executing that because it has not executed test 113 program. It is not there at all. So what is the return value in this case? Let's check it. Right? Man, right, execl. See here. What is the return value? Let's check it. Return exe function returns only if an error has occurred. Right? The return value is -1. Return value is -1. Right? So return, okay, let's check into that. Okay, let's add it and modify this code. Right? So okay, x equal to this. I'll add it. If x equal to -1, right? Printf new program test 113 not executed. Right. This is the wrong way of writing, okay, messages. I'll show you right way in the next class. Okay, there's right. Then I'll say exit. Exit what value? Exit what value? This will return. Okay, to the startup C startup routine. That in turn return to the operating system. That operating system know that when this program what value it has written. So what should I return? Right? Exit. Okay, you have to search again. Okay, what is to be written? Exit value. That I will get into that. And this is a wrong way of okay displaying the message. Then what is the right way? We'll see all these things in the okay day after tomorrow in the laboratory. Right? Now Thus, else, right, this is never executed at all. So question of else doesn't arise, right? When it's successful, okay, this is a peculiar program. The question of else doesn't arise at all. If there is an error, it will print this one and exit. If there is no error, okay, this line is not executed at all. It is only for study purpose has been put, right? Understood, right? For study purpose. Now we'll check that one. The test 113 will not be executed. Return value is x equal to -1. Will it display and terminate without displaying the highlighted one? The line is not executed. We'll check it. So now look into this. Okay, I will cc -o upk this. Okay, fine. Now this message it has given, it is a warning. Still I can continue. But okay, let's check into that. Why it is so? Man exit, right? So what it says, now it says that when this library is to be included. So I'll include, I'll copy this, right click and copy. Now look into this. I'll put here. Okay, so I'll save it. Now I'll get into, see here it was giving a warning. It's a warning. Warning you can ignore and get into that. Now see, I'll compile. There are no warnings. This is how you need to get into. Don't ask your teacher, I'm getting a warning, I'm getting error, what to do and all. Search. This is the outcome of any learning. Please understand. You should be in the position to search on your own and do the changes required. Now I'll run UPK. Right? I'm calling the program executable which is not there through this UPK. Right? New program test 113 not executed. Who has written this? It is we have written. What is where? See here. If x equal to -1, how do you know that the return value -1? Search manual. Right? We have written. Afterwards terminated. It has not displayed this. I've used exit 1. Should I use exit 1 or anything else? Right? Probably that may be a question. Right? We'll see that also. We'll see that also. I'll minimize this. Okay, I'll minimize this. Okay, now let's search into that. I'll add 1 minute. Right. Right. Oh, sorry. I could have done this. Exit. Right. Exit. See here. Now exit. Exit. Okay. Exit in C language. Exit in C. Right. Exit in C. Right. Now you can search. Right. Standard library. It says all right. There are many things. C library function exit. Right, you can use any of the things. Tutorial point is a good thing. Okay, Geeks for Geek is another site where you can get into. Okay, now exit. Okay, there are many things. Okay, let's get into one. Okay, let's see that one. Tutorial points. Right. So void exit status. Terminate the calling process immediately. Any open file, all right. All description is there. Fine. Status. What is status? This is the status value returned to the parent process. Fine. Who is a parent? Right? Who is a parent? Right? The parent is the your library. Okay, C startup routine, and then finally it returns to the operating system. Right? But what is the value? We were searching for value. Value is not here. Right? Now let's get into the another one. Right? Search it. I'm just showing that how to do it. Right? No, it is not there. 1 minute. Exit values in C. Okay, fine. What int values are relevant for exit? Okay, now let's look into that. This is how you need to search, right? Status, right? Now exit, okay, it says that one, don't use any value, right? Rather than use exit success and exit failure, right? Exit success, EXIT SUCCESS, exit failure, because any value you give it, okay, it may be different in different implementation. Okay, that's good. That's the standard, right? So I'll use exit status, and let's look into that. How do, okay, we get into, see here, I'll get into program. Instead of saying that one, I'll say exit, okay, calculator EXIT exit underscore, I'm sorry, stuck. Uh, yeah, exit, right? Exit failure. Hope this is what we were getting. I'm making a study now. Exit failure, right? Which library function to be added is are made available in stdlib.h. You can see here stdlib.h, right? So whether stdlib.h I've included. Now exit failure. Now what is the value of exit failure, right? It is standardized. So in my system, it may be something different. In other vendor, it may be under Unix vendor, it may be different. But I use a constant defined here, and stdlib will take care of this, right? So that's how I make my code portable. Now I'll save this. Exit failure, right? This. The other thing which I wanted to, rather than writing the message like this, can I use a standard message? What is that? Right? P error. P error, I'll say, right, in a double quote, I'll say, I should know that whatever the errors are there, or rather than search manual, search manual, man, P error, right? It says as stdio.h, it is there, right? 1 minute. Um, P error, right? String, right? Okay, all right. Mute your mic. P error, UPK. Mute your mic, all of you, at step 1, because I should know where it has occurred. Now, along with that, whatever the system error is there, it will take that one and I'll append. So I'll put a comment, right? Now, this is the correct way of doing it. This is standard way of doing it. So let's look into that. What is the kind of things we get it on the screen? Let me compile. Uh, yeah, this. So no errors. For dot forward slash, you know why? Now see here. Another program will be executed now. Then that program is not executed. Now look at that. UPK step 1. I know that one. Here, at this particular stage, error has occurred. I'm displaying the message. Then system will display its message. What is this message? No such file or directory. Fantastic. Right? They're all system defined error messages. Then exit failure, it has exited. Yeah, otherwise it would have displayed this particular line. This particular line it would have displayed. No. Exit failure, you have to use no values. Exit 0, exit 1, you should not use henceforth. In any C program, okay, you have to use these two things which are standard. Are you getting it? Probably you may get a 1 mark question, right? the name of the system call which is used to display the standard errors, P error, right? What are the standard way of exiting from a given program, right? How do you indicate success status? How do you indicate failure when you exit? This is what you can see. Where it is defined, standard library.h. Are you getting this? So now here is a program, here is an output. I wanted you people to know this, and any questions. With that, we will stop today. This is the way that program is to be written henceforth. Every system call, you have to catch the return value, check the return value. Through this, you will be writing a robust code, strong code. Any question, Himarashmi and Manoj?
Sir, in the chat box, someone has asked that things cannot be copied from Unix and pasted in Windows.
That's what I said it. Now you can copy it. Right? If you are running a VMware, other virtual environment, I don't know. Right? Here you can copy. So shall I show how to copy now? Now look at that. Okay, I'll select it, right click, right, copy. Then I'll getting into this. I'll open one Word file. I'll open one Word file. Right here, I'll say right click, okay, paste. Got it now? Got it? Okay, look into what kind of an editor that you are using. Right? Try to search and find it out. Hope Himarashmi, I have answered your question. Himarashmi, I have answered your
Yes,
question.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any other question at this stage now? This is the standard way of reporting error. This is standard way of exiting from a program, right? And look at that. This program will return int. What is this int? Okay, it is exit failure, exit success. What is the value of that? Is it 0, 1, -1? We don't know. Sometimes it may be varying in different implementation. So exit failure, it is a constant defined and use it. And its value may be different in different system. Whom to you are returning? Okay, the startup routine. So the session is going to close in the next 5 minutes. If you have any questions, otherwise it will close on its own. Any question? I'll stop sharing
No,
this.
sir. No more questions in the chat box, sir.
Okay. Thank you, all of you. Okay, this is there in the Google class. Try this, play this today, tomorrow, and I've extended all the deadlines to 30th September. But if you tell you do it early, upload. But by 30th September, everyone must do it, except those who don't have their own system. Right? Early you do it so that you can concentrate on other things. When you come here from 1st October, all classes right here in the campus will begin. Shall I close this? Shall I close this?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. 43 people have attended. Okay, it is not a good participation. Okay, ask everyone to attend. So I'll close this. Thank you, all of you. Bye.